Welcome to the ultimate Vienna Austria travel guide. If you're wondering how to make the most of 5 days in this incredible city that blends history, culture, and modern charm, you're in the right place. Vienna, Austria's capital, is a city steeped in a rich tapestry of history and culture, brimming with architectural wonders and pulsating with modern attractions. It's a city that never fails to enthrall its visitors, offering a unique blend of old and new. So, pack your bags. We're about to embark on a 5-day adventure in Vienna. Day 1, we're diving right into the heart of Vienna, the historic center. Our first stop is none other than the iconic St. Stephen's Cathedral, with its towering spire, intricate tiled roof, and awe-inspiring Gothic architecture. This cathedral is a true testament to Vienna's rich history. Did you know that it took over 2 centuries to complete this architectural masterpiece? Now that's what I call a long-term project. From there, we're off to the Grand Hofburg Palace. As the former imperial palace, it's a symbol of the power and influence of the Habsburg dynasty. Today it houses the office of the Austrian president and a number of museums. Here's an interesting tidbit. The palace complex has a total of 18 wings, 19 courtyards, and a staggering 2,600 rooms. And you thought spring cleaning your house was tough. Next, we're heading down the bustling Graben Street. This pedestrian paradise is lined with a mix of high-end boutiques, traditional Viennese coffee houses, and historic buildings. It's a perfect place to grab a bite, do some window shopping, or simply soak in the vibrant atmosphere. While you're there, don't miss the Plague Column, a towering monument erected in the 17th century as a symbol of Vienna's survival of the Great Plague. It's a remarkable reminder of the city's resilient spirit. And there you have it, folks, a whirlwind tour of Vienna's historic center. It's a blend of the past and the present, a place where centuries-old architecture stands proudly amidst modern hustle and bustle. It's a testament to Vienna's ability to honor its history while embracing the future. And that's a wrap on day 1, but hold on, the adventure has just begun. Day 2, we're stepping into the royal life at the Schönbrunn Palace and Gardens. Just imagine waking up as a Habsburg ruling over the Austrian Empire. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a window into that opulent past. Let's embark on a grand tour, shall we? The palace's grandeur is breathtaking, with over 1,000 rooms that tell tales of the imperial family's lifestyle. Each room is a chapter of history, adorned with Rococo artistry that would make even the most discerning art lovers swoon. Now let's leave the confines of the palace and step into the enchanting gardens. These sprawling grounds are a haven of tranquility, where manicured hedges meet cascading fountains and statues that whisper tales of yore. The Neptune Fountain is a sight to behold, a mythical tableau set amidst the greenery. And then there's the Gloriette viewpoint. A climb to the top rewards you with panoramic views that seem to stretch into eternity. It's the perfect spot for that royal portrait. Sorry, I meant selfie. All right, let's not forget the Palm House, a tropical oasis in the heart of Vienna. It's home to a myriad of exotic plants from around the globe, but don't get too comfortable. We wouldn't want you mistaken for a rare species and left behind. Speaking of being left behind, have you seen the maze? It's an intricate puzzle of greenery designed to confuse and amuse. If you hear a rustling in the hedges, don't worry, it's probably just a lost tourist trying to find their way back to the palace. Or perhaps it's a ghost of a Habsburg, who knows? The day is drawing to a close, and as we stroll to the Roman ruin, a picturesque folly that adds a touch of antiquity to the landscape, we reflect on our day. We've been royalty, albeit briefly, walked in the footsteps of emperors, and enjoyed the splendor of a bygone era. As the sun sets on day 2, we're already looking forward to tomorrow's art and music-filled day. Day 3, we're immersing ourselves in Vienna's vibrant art and music scene. On this day, we set our sights on the grandeur of Belvedere Palace. This Baroque architectural masterpiece houses an impressive collection of Austrian art. Its walls whisper tales of history, and its gardens are a delightful spectacle of nature's artistry. We lose ourselves in the maze of beauty, captivated by the works of Gustav Klimt and Egon Schiele. From there, we make our way to the Albertina Museum, a treasure trove of over 1 million master prints and 60,000 drawings. Here, we marvel at the works of Picasso and Monet, their strokes of genius leaving us in awe. And for those with a penchant for architectural models and photographs, the museum has a collection that spans centuries. Just when we think we've had our fill of art, we stumble upon the Batliner collection. This permanent exhibition showcases classics of the Monet to Picasso era. It's an art lover's dream, really, and if you're not an ardent art aficionado, you'll certainly be one by the time you leave. Now, what's a day in Vienna without a dose of music? We wrap up our day with a visit to the Vienna State Opera. This iconic building is a testament to Vienna's rich musical heritage. It's a place where melodies float through the air, where every note strikes a chord within you. And here's a fun little anecdote. We may or may not have attempted to belt out an opera tune. Let's just say the opera house walls are still standing and no glass shattered. So, we'll take that as a win. Vienna's art and music scene is truly unparalleled. It's a symphony of colors and sounds, a dance between the strokes of a paintbrush and the strumming of a violin. It's a whirlwind of creativity, history and culture that leaves you breathless and yearning for more. As we close the curtain on our third day, we're ready to experience the fun and relaxation that awaits us tomorrow. Day 4, it's time for some fun and relaxation at the Prater and Danube River. Now, if you're anything like me, you enjoy a good thrill. And the Prater Park's iconic Ferris wheel, or Riesenrad as the locals call it, delivers just that. As you climb into one of its vintage gondolas, you might feel a tingle of anticipation. The wheel starts to turn, slowly at first, then faster. Before you know it, you're high above the city, taking in the panoramic view of Vienna's skyline. And if you're afraid of heights, well, let's just say you're not alone, but trust me, the view is worth a few butterflies in the stomach. After the adrenaline rush of the Ferris wheel, it's time to head to the Donauturm, or Danube Tower. This is not just any tower. Oh no, this is the tallest structure in Austria, standing at a dizzying 822 feet tall. The elevator ride up might feel like a rocket launch, but don't worry, the only thing that's going to take off is your breath. Once you reach the observation deck, you'll be treated to a 360-degree view of Vienna. The city sprawls out below you, a patchwork of red roofs, green parks, and the shimmering blue ribbon of the Danube River. Speaking of the Danube, it's time to head down from the heights and relax by the water. The river, once a major trade route, is now a place of leisure and relaxation. You can stroll along the promenade, find a quiet spot to sit, or even dip your toes in the water if you're feeling brave. It's the perfect place to unwind after a day of adventure. So there you have it, Day 4 in Vienna, a mix of thrill, awe and relaxation. And if you thought that was exciting, just wait until you see what's in store for Day 5. As Day 4 comes to an end, we're already excited about tomorrow's day trip to the beautiful Wachau Valley. Day 5, we're heading out of the city for a day trip to the stunning Wachau Valley. Buckle up, because this journey takes us to the UNESCO World Heritage Site that's a feast for the senses. Our first stop is the historic Melk Abbey. Perched on a rocky outcrop, this Baroque masterpiece is more than 1,000 years old. Its marble hall and library are brimming with medieval manuscripts that are a bookworm's delight. Next, we're off to the charming town of Dürnstein. Known for its medieval architecture, it's a place where history whispers in every corner. The crowning jewel is the blue and white spire of Dürnstein Abbey, a beacon that echoes tales of the past. Now, what's a trip to Wachau Valley without a little wine tasting? The region is famous for its Riesling and Gruner Veltliner wines. And after a day of swishing, sniffing and sipping, you might just fancy yourself a bit of a wine connoisseur. But don't get carried away. We wouldn't want you to start declaring, "I can taste the notes of a summer's day in this exquisite bouquet." And just like that, our 5-day adventure in Vienna comes to an end. We hope you've enjoyed this journey as much as we did.